the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause real recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties. On the industry advice, I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, got the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cold.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Soldier Field. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Looking to throw. McCarty going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. You look at this Browns defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But
and the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Here we go, side.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarty. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. Aubrey now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here we go.
Inside handoff, Henry. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Yes. Hey, Chan.
Again, it's Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Here we go. 39-yard line. Yes.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. You look at this Browns defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
And I've loved watching this unit on tape because throughout this season, I've seen them do all the right things. They're about as talented a group as I've seen, and they know how to stop the run.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Off play action, Fields. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now an option play on 2nd down. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Here we go,
From the 50, here's Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They snap it to Fields. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Here we go.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7, operating from the 34.
Hey, 5:51. Here we go.
Henry up the middle. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Go.
Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Here we go, side. Easy. Tonight.
They'll give Henry another shot. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Tonight.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Quinnen Williams in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, McCarty. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyquan Thornton, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey, and the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Here we go, tonight. Go.
Here's Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here we go. Tonight.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
Fields now to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
Here we go. All right.
Here's Fields. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Jefferson, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Here we go.
Fields trying to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. throwing to start the drive. McCarty, pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. McCarty, he'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. McCarty, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, Fields. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Catch made by Slayton. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Go.
Now it's Fields. This will go to Henry out wide. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go, son.
Back to throw. Fields. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Bears first down.
Extend.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Fields throwing again. Under pressure, and he will go down. and sacked back at the 38. Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Little short pass here to Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Operating from the gun, McCarty. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll get 34 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Flushed out right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up.
2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Looking to throw. McCarty. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. McCarty being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On fourth down, McCarty eluding the pressure right.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there, and I know if we go...
And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
49, Bears 11.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
The Bears on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
To throw is Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
You got a mini base. Why not?
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Looking to throw. McCarty.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Back to throw. McCarty. To the right side, complete to Taylor.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. McCarty. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Flush to his right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And got his man complete. Now inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Here we go, sir.
They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in onside kick situation.
He's got a man complete. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 27.
Here we go, sir.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Tonight.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Look at the big fella go.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Bears offense staying put. Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here.
Buying time to his left. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up.
And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Let's go. 79 Broncos.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Here we go on 2nd and 12.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and 3.
Back to throw. McCarty. trouble, and he's taken down. Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. Looking to throw. McCarty. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a first down. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean,